guys, good morning. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that I picked up a certain book from Waterstones when I went out last time. So almost 2 weeks has gone by and I still haven't read the book. And I was so excited to pick it up and read it, but then it sort of got delayed. Today I am going to be reading this book finally, and it is Under the Whispering Door by Klune. So Klune has written another book, The House in the Cerulean Sea, and that book is one of my favorite books to read. So I'm very excited to read this book. And also, I got a signed edition, so I'm very excited about that. I also have a lot of things to do today, so I don't think I will be able to finish this in one sitting in a day. Also because I want to read it slowly. Oh, it also has like a bookmark. What do you call that? A ribbon bookmark. I don't know what it's called. So fancy. Alright, so I have a couple of things to do today, so I can't really just sit and read the book. And I also want to take it really slow because I want to finish it at least I want to take 2 days to finish. This book is not long, it is just 373 pages and it should not take long, but I'm going to stretch it. And the thing about Klune's books, see, this house, it has a really pretty house. And even in The House in the Cerulean Sea, the cover was so pretty and the house was so pretty, so that is so cute. So I can't wait to start reading this book. First, I have to have breakfast because I haven't eaten anything. Woke up pretty late, surprise. And then we're going to sit and read this book for a little while before I get on with my day. Right now it's about 3 degrees out, so not ideal, but it's supposed to be a little warmer in the afternoon, so maybe we'll go for a walk as well. Yeah, so I'll make my breakfast first and then we'll start reading this book. Okay, so I have my breakfast of, I made sandwich and very weird looking egg, and I got my coffee. But I'm really scared to open this book and start reading because I know I'm going to get so emotional. And so this is what I saw. Wait, let me just get rid of this first. I don't know how to run this. Okay. Alright. Do you do that when you read hardcover? Because I always do that. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want like creases on my sleeve. Dust jacket. So it says, as a dedication, for Eric, I hope you woke up in a strange place. Who is Eric? Did he die? And the author's note says, this story explores life and love as well as loss and grief. There are discussions of death in different forms. Quiet, unexpected, and death by suicide. Please read with care. It's going to be one of those books that are like really sad but also very, very nice. Like how House in the Cerulean Sea was. Okay, I'm going to stop talking, start eating, and I'm going to start reading. Okay. I'm so excited. It's pretty early in the morning and I wanted to wake up and get through a bit of the book before I started the day. So far I have finished about half of the book. I finished almost exactly half of the book, and this chunk has been great. There's nothing very sad about or heartbreaking about it. It's very, very heartwarming. It's so beautifully written, very easy to follow. It's funny. It's very, very sweet. But I have a feeling that the next chunk of the book is going to be sad. I don't know, I just feel that way. And this book is a little defective, as you can see. There's a folded page, but that's okay. I mean, I got the signed edition, so I think I'm very happy about that. Okay, that's the dishwasher going off. But alright, so I'm going to probably get through half of the remaining chunk before I get out of bed. And yeah, bye. Hey guys, so I have finished quite a lot of this book. I just have the tiniest bit left and I'm a little scared to finish it. I don't want it to get over. I just have I just have 50 pages to go, and I'm going to finish this in the next some minutes or hours. So I have to wrap this up today. People have started putting up their Christmas trees, which is really cute. Yes, so I'm going to go back to my reading. Oh, this is so good. This book is so lovely. I really love it. Okay, where was I? So I finished the book, and the shortest review that I can give is I am in love with this book. So off the top of my head, the two things that I really, really like externally is, of course, the cover. This book is so beautiful. Every part about this book is beautiful. And the cover is so cleverly designed, because when you start reading the stories, you can sort of make out the significance of everything in this cover, and it's amazing. It's wonderful. It's so cute. And the house, like I said before, the house in the book, The House in the Cerulean Sea, is also so pretty. This house is also really cute. I would really like to live in this house. Looks very precarious. Looks like it can topple over, but I would love to live in this house. The second thing that I really like about this book is, you know how some books have just the review of the book at the back? There is nothing about what the book is actually about, and I hate those kind of books. I'm not about that life. When I want to read a book, when I pick up a new book, when I go to buy it, I want to know what this book is about. I've been waiting for this book for a very long time, so I knew what this book was about. But there are some books that a new book that I've never heard about, and if I go to a bookstore and I want to pick it up, I want to know what it is about. And anyway, long story short, this book has a bit of the review for the author, a snippet from the book, and a bit of what the book is about, which I really, really love. So, and look at the inside as well. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so those were the exteriors, cover of the book sort of a thing. Now, talking about the story, this story is masterfully told. This story is genius. And if you have read The House in the Cerulean Sea, you would know that he's really good with characters. Klune gives us characters that we fall in love with, characters that we will protect with our lives. And this book has characters like that as well. So we have Wallace, who dies. Well, it's written here, his death was their beginning. And this is a bit of a love story, a bit of a finding myself after I die sort of a story. And so Wallace dies, and now his soul has to go to the light, crossover. And this story is about that journey, and it is so wonderfully told. I'm just going to read what's written on this side of the book, the sleeve. So, welcome to Karen's Crossing. The tea is hot, the scones are fresh, and the dead are just passing through. When a reaper comes to collect Wallace from his own sparsely attended funeral, Wallace is outraged, but he begins to suspect she's right, and he in fact is dead. Then when Hugo, owner of a most peculiar tea shop, promises to help him cross over, Wallace reluctantly accepts the truth. Yet even in death, he refuses to abandon his life, even though he spent all of it working. But as Wallace drinks tea with Hugo and talks to his customers, he wonders if he'd been missing something. This feeling grows as he shares jokes with the resident ghost, manifests embarrassing footwear, and notices the stars. So when he's given 1 week to pass through the door to the other side, Wallace sets about living a lifetime in just 7 days. Under the Whispering Door is an uplifting story about a life spent at the office and a death spent building a home. So well written. So, I mean, just reading that, you would want to pick up the book. And trust me when I say this, you need to read this book. This book is as good as The House in the Cerulean Sea. And if there was a fire and I had to save the 2 books, I don't know what I'll save. Okay, tough questions. I don't have to deal with that right now. So Wallace is the dead dude, the lawyer. He's dead and he needs to make this transition. And there is this tea shop called Charon's Crossing. Now, if you're familiar with Greek mythology, Charon is a ferryman. So he ferries the souls of the dead into the underworld. So that is the premise of the story. But it is so well written. It is genius. Klune takes that concept and turns it into something beautiful, and I don't think this has ever been done before. This book is genius and I loved it so much. It is very uplifting, but it is also a little sad in some parts because of course we're talking about death, and death comes in various forms. It's sad, it's violent, and people usually don't accept it easily, right? So there are a couple of sad things about it, but overall this book is amazing. I really loved it. It's written in a very simple, easy to follow language. It's not complicated. It is hilarious. The dialogues are so funny, and it's so well written. Like, I think I'm going to read it again because I love it so much. So one of my favorite books for sure, and it looks so nice on the bookshelf. There isn't a lot of downs to owning this book. Go get yourself one, and if you get a signed edition, even better. Now I just need to track him down so that he can, write my name on it. Anyway, I really love this book, and I think you will too.